Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, the Supreme Litigant, and I'd like to welcome everybody back to my channel, Smart Low TV. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscription button, turn the notification bell on, and hit that like button. I'll give you all a second to do that. Okay, I want to provide y'all some commentary on this video. So we'll go through the entire video except for when they place him in the car, because I don't think that's relevant, because they're not really talking about anything that's relevant. They're not really talking about anything that's relevant at the end of the video either. So we'll just stop after they place him in the car. But from that point to when they place him in the car, I'm going to be providing y'all commentary on that, relevant commentary. This will be from a video posted by Audit the Law. And what I'm going to do, I should have told y'all this a little earlier. So basically, I am going to provide y'all with reasonable conclusions of based on the facts of what I see in this video and what I hear the police officers say in this video. And I'm going to be applying the relevant case law. And I'm going to tell y'all if these officers acted in a lawful and reasonable manner, or if they acted in an unlawful and an unreasonable manner. That's essentially what I'm going to be doing. I am not reading any cases. I have already read the cases, and I know all of this stuff in my head. This is off the top of my head, just to let y'all know. And also, I would also like for y'all to just check, do your research and check and see if I'm right about everything that I'm saying in this video. So I'm not going to bore y'all anymore. I'm going to go ahead and start the video. Let's go.
Hey, Casey, can you come to the door and just talk to me for a second? Would you step out and talk to us here for a second? No? Okay.
And I need him to go.
Well, he's not going to go anywhere, so.
No.
Hey!
19.
You have a bigger problem. You understand that?
I got you.
You understand me? Yes, David.
Did he try to headbutt you?
Yeah, he just tried to. The only reason I held you from getting back into that mix is because you get two big guys and you'd have disappeared in that. Okay. They had it under control. I know you wanted to get into that mix, but you would have just been more riding the wave than you would have been anything else. So that's the only reason I pulled you back, because you had a sergeant and him in there. So I was like, let him do it.
Yeah.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Audit the Law channel. This video comes to you by way of Afro Audit.
Hi, Alicia.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Better than you, it sounds like. Good old Casey back at it.
Yeah, so Lisa in finance had gotten a call from the main line from him. She said that he was not making any sense. He was belligerent and asked for the city manager or the mayor. So she transferred him to me. Immediately flew off the bat, started screaming at me, swearing, says that somebody here at City Hall, one of our employees, is trying to hack his computer.
Oh, my gosh.
Wants to know what we're going to do about it. He continued to swear at me, told me to do my fucking job, so I told him I was hanging up on him, and now he won't stop calling. Some of our staff that has had history with him is now concerned that he's going to show up here.
Okay.
So wasn't sure what the best approach was for this.
I'm going to stop right there. I'm not really sure if what she's saying is true or false, but I will tell you this. Don't call these people doing that unless you have a legitimate purpose for calling them. Don't just keep doing it. You know, I'm not saying that's what he did. I don't really know. But based on what this video is showing me, they did not, at that point in particular time, they didn't have any lawful purpose to arrest him. But I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to comment anymore. I'm going to let you all see.
It sounds like he's probably off his medication.
Well, probably. Have we warned him for harassment with you guys?
Yeah, so this same thing happened, oh God, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Same exact thing, calling with bizarre accusations, wanting to talk to city manager, mayor. I want to say it was when Tom was acting city manager. So sometime late this summer, early fall. But yeah, same thing. I think we sent a squad car out and warned him.
Okay.
But I feel like it went on for several days before it finally stopped. And
Okay.
actually, you know what? The last time it happened, we were still closed to the public because he did threaten to come down here, but our doors were locked, so we were fine.
And we can, I'm sure, pull that up. Would you be all right with me sending somebody over there?
What y'all are hearing right now is the accusations being made against him. That's why I'm letting it play. They're going to start the actual, from them approaching him, knocking on his door, asking him to come outside. They're going to do all of that in probably about the next minute or two. So just let the video play on through, y'all.
And getting a statement from you, because I'll be honest, I think it's time we charge him.
Okay.
So we'll create a harassment call.
Okay.
I'll send somebody over, and I'll just send them to you directly if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Lisa will probably need to talk to him too. I know she got his first phone call. And
Yep.
It looks like she just tried to call me, so I don't know if she got another one or not.
And do you guys have recorded lines?
I think we have to push a button to do it, and I've never
Okay.
done it, so I
Okay.
don't think any of my calls are recorded.
Okay, because ours you don't. That's why I'm asking. They'll record down in communications.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you guys had anything like that, and you probably don't. It's
No,
a
I
little
don't.
different here with communications being in our building. But that's fine. We can show. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I will send somebody out to you. Direct them where you need to direct them. So if they need to go talk to Lisa,
Okay.
they can do that. But let me call down to the patrol lieutenant, and I will have him get somebody out there right away.
Okay, and it looks like Chief Kitzmiller just tried to call me back. Will you mind bringing him up to speed?
Yep. I'll let him know.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks, before you watch the full video, we're going to
I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna let y'all read it. This is basically the guy who was arrested. His name is Casey, and this is what he had to say right here. I'm sorry if these words in y'all. Well, let me see if I can get this out of the way, and then I'll turn it back on. All right, I'll turn that back on. I'm gonna skip over this part, y'all, so just bear with me. Give me a second.
Myself and Keeler will be working at the Cedar Rapids School District building for the school board meeting until its conclusion.
So I guess we need to get his side of the story. If he's technically
And Unit 8.
what I need to Mirandize him before.
All right, this is where they're about to go into the house. I mean, not the house, the apartment, and this is where everything happens at. It starts right here.
Before I ask him any questions.
You're not under arrest at this point, right?
No.
Okay.
But are we?
160-10-23.
I'll ask you there.
Okay, so y'all just heard that the female officer, I'm guessing this is her call or whatever, I'm not really sure, but she said he's not under arrest at this point. The man asked her, and she said no, he's not under arrest at this point. And she's also not sure if she should Mirandize him right now, on this particular day at the time she goes into the house. So first off, if she don't know that, she don't need to be a police officer, or she does not need to be in charge of this particular report or whatever it is. She don't need to be in charge of that. Yes, you have to Mirandize him, but we'll go on and let the video play a little bit more.
No, he's not under arrest. He can shut the door on us.
Okay.
Okay, you just heard him say he's not under arrest. He can shut the door on us. So what they just said, I'm not sure if y'all know this, but what they just said is this is a consensual encounter. So a consensual encounter is this. The Fourth Amendment does not apply in consensual encounters, which means probable cause and reasonable suspicion are irrelevant in consensual encounters, which also means that consensual encounters are completely voluntary. That means you can, comply with the request of police officers, or you cannot comply with request of police officers. That is what a consensual encounter is. That is the reason the Fourth Amendment does not apply during consensual encounters. So as you can see, based on these facts, I've just made the reasonable conclusion that they just said he's not under arrest and he can close the door on them if he wanted to. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Let's go down and get a warrant for his arrest then.
Okay.
So.
You heard him say he's going to go down there and get a warrant for his arrest. The first thing they should have did, if they thought they had probable cause, was to just go ahead and get an arrest warrant. That's what they should have did, but they didn't do that. They didn't do that. So we'll let it play a little bit longer and let the story unfold.
Regardless of his statement, we still plan on arresting.
We're gonna get in a statement.
Okay.
We're on camera, okay? We're live now. So any statement you make, if you're gonna make that statement, then you do have to Mirandize.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna go.
Okay, if you I'm not sure if y'all heard him, but there's a male officer to her right. He said if you're going down here to get him to make a statement, then you do have to Mirandize him before you start asking him questions, because the purpose of them going down there to ask him some questions is to see if they can get him to admit any inculpatory testimony or evidence that they can use against him. That is the purpose of them going down there. If you do not know the legal definition or what inculpatory is, just look it up. Inculpatory evidence is evidence that tends to show that you are guilty. That's what they're going down there to do. So of course they got to Mirandize him. Duh.
We're gonna go over and get we're gonna get inside the story and we're gonna go from there.
Did you see the black man coming by you
No, I
guys?
didn't.
No?
I
Went
didn't.
right by you guys?
Yeah, I was talking to Winter and I was talking to you and.
No, I
understand.
understand. I just wanted to see if you could see in there. Because when I went around the corner, I didn't have eyes on for a second. So.
Yeah. Well, we're going out to the there. He says it's not. Yep. He's on the back side, I believe.
I've never been in here before, so I'm not sure.
Here.
All right, now I'm going to stop right here just to let y'all know something. These people do not have an arrest warrant, and they don't have a search warrant. Okay? But they're going in here to just talk to him. That's what they said. They're going in here to just talk, which means this is completely voluntary, which means this is a consensual encounter, like I just said. So he doesn't have to talk to them if he doesn't want to talk to them. Even after he engages into a little conversation, he changes his mind. He's like, you know what? I don't want to talk anymore. He has a right to do that. This is a consensual encounter, and he can terminate that encounter whenever he wants.
First 400.
Is Casey home? It's 100, right? Right. Oh, take the door off.
Hey, Casey. Hey, Casey, can you come to the door and just talk to me for a second? Okay. Listen, man, it's really important that you come talk to us right now, okay? I'm Officer McCoy. I'm with the Marion Police Department. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Casey. What you saying? Oh, okay. Can you come to the door and talk to us?
Yeah, 1 second. That's because, yeah, I have it.
You should get that foot in the door.
Trying to call my bank.
All right. Hey, Casey, would you step out and talk to us here for a second?
All right, I'm going to pause it. Let me go back a little bit more because I think y'all missed something. So I'm going to rewind it just a little bit more.
Trying to call my bank.
Right there, hold on. Do y'all see what he just said? Do you see something about can you get your foot in the door or something like that? So the plan is never to just talk to him. based on what I'm seeing. That's the plan. So in my opinion, I can reasonably conclude that the Fourth Amendment applies as soon as she put her foot right there, or as soon as she came to the conclusion that they were not just going to talk to him. The Fourth Amendment applies right then and there. But I could be wrong in that conclusion. So I'm going to tell you where I know for a fact that the Fourth Amendment does apply, and I'm going to show it to you in this video.
Trying to call my bank.
All right. Hey, Casey, would you step out and talk to us here for a second? No? Okay.
And I need him to go.
He's not gonna go anywhere, so.
No.
Hey!
Right there. You see that? You all see that? Right then and there, the Fourth Amendment applies. See, it started off as a consensual encounter. He said that he needed this other officer to go, which the other officer did not have to go, But as a result, he terminated the encounter. He's like, you know what? Let me just close my door. I don't even want to talk to them no more. He had every right to do that. Every right to do that. And they entered this man's house without a warrant. That's what they did. They didn't have his permission because he's sovereign. They need his permission to do that. And they didn't have exigent circumstances, which is an exception to the warrant, which is an exception that allows them to enter your home without a warrant. And they didn't have a warrant, a search warrant or an arrest warrant. That is patently unlawful. That is clearly unlawful. They acted in an unreasonable manner, and no reasonable officer would have done anything that these idiots just did. And yes, he has grounds to sue them for this. But let's continue the video.
Hey! Step out here. Hey, dude! Step out here.
The fact that they are touching him is battery. And since it's battery, a successful battery by law, by default, becomes an assault. That is assault and battery on his person. When they start searching his person, when they take his wallet and all that, that is his personal effects. They are seizing this stuff without due process of law. And they are seizing this stuff without his permission. They don't have a warrant. They don't have probable cause. There's no exigent circumstances, and they don't have consent. This is unlawful, and he needs to sue them immediately. And I mean immediately he needs to sue them. This video right here is all that he needs to sue them.
Step out here. Get on the ground. On the ground. Hey, you're under arrest now. Get on the ground. What is going on? Get on the ground.
Now, y'all can see that they are arresting him. He is seized within the meaning of the Fourth Amendment because a reasonable person, based on everything that I'm seeing right here, would reasonably conclude that based on all of the facts that they're seeing, that they are not free to leave. Anytime, I don't care if it's a traffic stop, anytime you are not free to leave, you are arrested. I don't care if they have you in handcuffs or not. If you are not free to leave, you are arrested. Understand that. You are arrested. There's something else I wanted to talk about. They just arrested him without a warrant. You cannot arrest anybody without a warrant, especially for a misdemeanor, unless you see them commit the crime in your presence. And they didn't see any of that. Now, I don't really study Iowa law, okay? But I'm about 99% sure that that is an unlawful arrest because they did not see him commit any crime in which they are arresting him for. That's unlawful. You cannot do that.
Get on the ground. Fuck is going on? You're under arrest. For what? For harassment. Harassment on what? What the fuck? The city hall earlier today. Dude, I've called the FBI, I've called the U.S. Marshals, I've called everybody. Well, that's brilliant. No shit. What's wrong with City Hall? You've been warned not to harass them. Dude, that was a year ago and for false harassment.
All right, now, he says that was a year ago. being that these are not courts, I want y'all to pay attention because they are not courts. They are administrative agencies, and administrative agencies are a part of the executive branch of government. I don't care that they call them judges. I don't care that they dress like judges, look like judges, and talk like judges, and the courtroom looks like a courtroom. I don't care about none of that shit. None, because they are not judges. They are executive administrators. They are enforcing statutes. That is what they are doing. They are no different than the Department of Justice, the SEC, the DMV, Child Protective Services, the DOT. They're all the same thing. They're enforcing statutes. They are administrative agencies. Now, he says this happened a year ago. Generally speaking, like I said, I don't study Iowa law, but this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is for a misdemeanor. So I'm just going to reasonably conclude, even though I haven't read any statutes in regards to the statutes of limitations, but a misdemeanor is they probably have about anywhere from probably about 6 months to maybe a year or 2 years to prosecute them for that misdemeanor. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is, if it was over a year or 6 months, maybe 2 years or whatever, then they are without the statutes of limitations to arrest him for that. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. But anyway, let's just get back to it.
Put your legs in, Casey. I'm gonna limp. Okay.
Holy shit.
Gonna stand you up, okay?
Wow, Jesus Christ.
10-2-0. We're gonna have 5 charges for harassment and injuries of official.
You want shoes, Casey?
I'd like to not fucking be harassed.
Okay. Hey, Casey?
Yes, shoes at least. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we'll get you shoes.
Jesus Christ.
Look,
Holy,
look
what
at me
is
for-
with
look-
the
listen to me for-
aggressiveness?
Okay, hey, listen to me for just a second. You gonna listen to me for a minute?
Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment. Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment, dude.
Wear your
This guy's
shoes.
already arrested me illegally, and I beat him in court a year ago for him lying in court, for
Where
him
are-
arresting me for standing in public. And now all of a sudden I
Where
gotta
are
go
your
deal with you
shoes?
guys again?
Thanks.
Where are your shoes?
Can you grab them, please? Flip it, maybe. Grab them.
Casey, I'm going
What
to search
the
you at this
fuck?
point. Do you have anything on you I need to be aware of?
Don't touch me. I don't give you consent.
No, I'm going to
You're getting
search you.
searched.
Fourth Amendment right.
Okay, well, it has nothing to do with the Fourth
I don't
Amendment.
give. Hey, is there bad?
You're going to search you.
Okay?
Dude,
All right, that's the way it is. You're under arrest. So your seizures
I
are
don't give you consent to
done.
my.
You don't need to listen to this.
I do actually.
No, you don't. So you need to read the law a little bit more. It's
Yeah.
happening. You're under arrest.
Dude, you could push my door open and tackle me.
No, you opened the door and you tried shutting it on
You
us.
dipshit. You stepped in.
And he had every right to close that door on y'all, because this is a consensual encounter. You had no warrant, you didn't have his permission, and you did not have exigent circumstances to go inside his house, snatch him from his house during a consensual encounter because he refused to no longer talk to you. You did not have any lawful authority, let me rephrase, any lawful purpose whatsoever for doing that. That is unlawful. No reasonable officer would have done that based on these facts and circumstances of what I'm seeing right here throughout this whole entire video up until this point. They've already stated that he's not, if he's not under arrest, he can close the door. And she already said that he's not under arrest. They don't have a warrant, so on and so forth. This is what they do, though, y'all. This is what they do.
It's not worth engaging with them at this point. Okay, we're going, let's go.
Hey, they're arresting me for harassment.
Yep.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't call City Hall. These fuckers are insane. You guys are the definition of insanity. What the fuck is going on? All these. Ow! Dude, stop! Holy fuck!
This happens when you play games, right?
Just walk. Dude, you fucking idiot. How am I supposed to walk?
If you think.
Dude,
One leg in front of the other,
idiot.
that's how you're telling
Hey,
your kid,
ow.
right? Right? Dude, you are. You turn and face me again, you're gonna have a bigger problem. You understand that?
I got
You understand me? Yes, dude.
You can turn around and look at him, man. To be honest with y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something that some of you probably don't know. He had every right, this guy who was arrested, to use any amount of force equal to the force that was being applied to him to prevent that unlawful arrest, even if it meant slaying, in other words, i.e. killing these police officers. He had every right to do that. He had every right to do that. Every right. I know some of y'all probably don't know that, but yeah, I'm not saying that's what you should do, but if they give you a lawful purpose to do that, then I would.
One leg in front of the other. Sit down.
Here, give me your left leg.
You good? Yeah. Let's go to the door. The only reason I held you from getting back into that mix is because you get two big guys and you to disappear.
All right, so that's essentially it, y'all. That's it. The rest of it is they're just. Let me show you. I'm not gonna like click on. I'm just gonna scroll down here so y'all can see. They're just in the police car riding to the police station, to the county jail. That's really it. And then they take them out, take them in, blah blah blah. They don't really mention too much anything at the end of this, but I just wanted y'all to see that. That is unlawful. That's unlawful. And if I were him, I would sue every single police officer that was involved with this unlawful seizure of my person, search of my person, and violations of due process, because right now they've deprived him of his liberty, of a substantive due process right, of a fundamental right, if I'm not mistaken, without due process of law. They don't even have a complaint. Even if they did have a complaint, it's irrelevant because they don't have the facts to support. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway, hopefully this video taught y'all something. Hopefully y'all can just learn and report this stuff, man. Anytime you see some stuff like this, like record it, say something, do something, because this is ridiculous. But this goes on everywhere. These people think that they can do whatever the hell they want to do. They think that they are sovereign. Anyway, that'll be the end of this video. The Supreme Litigant is out. Peace.